Well, we have to start with congratulations. American Hockey League All-Star, second team named today. What does it mean to you?
Thanks. Yeah, it's a huge honor. It's one of those things. I was up for a bit and missed a lot of games down here, so it's something I wasn't expecting at all. But it's always nice to be recognized.
When you think about the season that you've had, and in particular the start that you had in the American Hockey League with back-to-back Goalie of the Month honors, is it better than you could have expected in terms of making sure your game's on track and where you'd like it to be?
Yeah, coming down here, I knew I could play at this level. The last time I was in the league, I had a really good run in the Calder Cup playoffs, and even before that, just the whole season kind of went well. And I think it's just a product of getting back to getting consistent playing time. And that year with the Ice Caps, I got a lot of playing time and really found and discovered my game that year. And then this year is great. Having a start, and when Combs got called up, and unfortunately when he got hurt too, I was able to play a bunch of games in a row, and kind of just rediscover your game and rediscover the consistency.
You don't play to get awards, but when they come along like this, does it just kind of provide that extra little bit of reinforcement that you're doing the things you want to be doing?
Is it? Like I said, main focus is winning games and doing what you can to help the team. But when you get an award, it's always nice, and it doesn't matter what level of hockey it is, or it doesn't even really matter what sport, or even if it's in a sport. Every time you get recognized, it's a big deal to be recognized amongst your peers. So it's definitely something you don't take for granted. And like I said, with other awards and making the All-Star game earlier in the year, those are all firsts for me. So it's something that you definitely don't take for granted.
What about this last few months? It's had to be challenging for you to go up to the National League, to play some very good games, but then to get hurt, have to deal with getting back in the swing of things, and now here getting busy with game action again. How do you deal with all of that?
You just kind of take it one day at a time. There's always hurdles. Having an injury or a couple injuries and missing time with that is always tough. And they're frustrating injuries to deal with too, because just because you feel good doesn't mean you're going to be right back into it. So that's always tough. And then to going from playing a ton of games down here to there's 2.5 months where I played 2 games and total. So that's always tough too. So now it's just coming back down here, getting the reps and finding your rhythm again, and getting ready for a playoff run.
So when you think about the chance that you've had here getting some games in the last little bit, do you feel back to where you'd like to be or close to it at this stage with these big games coming up for the team?
Yeah, I feel good about my game. It took, I think, the first half of the first game back to, kind of get readjusted. And then since then, I felt really good with my game. Obviously not the results that, I want personally or that the team wants. At the end of the day, I don't really care if we win 7-6 or 1-0. Win's a win, but when you lose those games, especially tight ones, they're always tough. So right now the focus is, just getting back into the team, having confidence in me and my abilities back there, and me just getting used to the way the team plays again, which is a couple growing pains here and there, but we'll should have it sorted out hopefully this weekend and move on from there and have some success.
Yeah, well, speaking of success, with your experience as a National League player, as a player at this level, with taking the team to the Calder Cup 4 years ago, are you excited about this point of the year and being one of the guys who can set a tone here?
Yeah, it's always fun to be right in the playoff hunt. In the last couple of years with the Jets, it's always tough to play those games after you get eliminated, and you're not in it. The race anymore, but this one, it's huge. You like playing in these pressure games. This is what you play all season for. This is what you train for in the summer. So it'll be nice to get down, lock a playoff spot down and move on from there.
Congratulations again on being named an All-Star. Thanks for the time, and all the best.
Yeah, thanks a lot.